Believe it? I'm flying! I mean, I can't just look at a beautiful sky. Sometimes I can't help but join it. But while we're here, I guess it's a good time for me to talk about my balloonist duties. But only the fun facts. I want to break my habit of going to the bottom of the iceberg too often. There are many types of balloonists. Anyone can qualify to be one as long as your hobby or job has something to do with balloons. I just so happen to fall into the category of those who use helium balloons to fly, usually just to be safe. I use things like my magic and my music to fill up the balloons. I know the multiverse doesn't have a helium shortage unlike the real world, but sometimes I overthink, so I'm glad I even have these powers. And once the balloon's big enough, I move myself in the music and off the ground I go. I don't even need to remind the balloon on where I want to go. It just knows. If that place is far away, not counting out space, of course. The usual altitude you'll see me buoyed at is between about 10,000 to about 40,000 feet high. Yeah, up to the death zone. But no worries. The balloon's magic protects me from the cold temperature and low pressure. Like I always say, the bigger the balloon, the bigger the adventure. Using my singing voice to inflate these balloons can be useful if I want to fly faster, or if I want to land, I sing low to deflate them, or rapid inflation so powerful it can defeat villains in an instant. That's all I have for now. Adventures awaiting for me anyway, so got a balloon. Stars. I think I just might know how to blow up the biggest bubblegum bubble in the world. Watch. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oops. Yeah, that wasn't even the biggest. I'm way more magical than that. Oh, hi from the skies. I'm still unsure if it's a popular opinion or not, because not a lot of people talk about a magical topic like balloon flights. But I have a bit of an opinion of mine to share. Using balloons to get things like a house, a capsule, or anything else similar to fly is less adventurous and thrill-filled than using them to get just yourself to fly. Sometimes it can seem a little more dangerous, but at least you're actually off the ground. And I promise you'll get a more wondrous experience. What do you think, stars? Do you agree with my still don't opinion on what I assume is an unpopular topic? Got a balloon? No! Whoa! Be my eyes open all over again. Whoa! Hi, stars. Happy Giant Balloon Day Eve. Thanks. 1 second. I love to surprise. So much so, for the last 3 multiverse parades, I made some pretty big surprise entrances. Last year, the balloon handlers accidentally, purposely, let go of this balloon, then I ran and grabbed onto it, and I performed Allow Me to Make My Grand Entrance in the Air. This year, well, now that there you're probably expecting these entrances after I did 3 in a row. I'm retiring. I'll still perform. I'll just be on floats. Then get off to hold on to this balloon, which will be behind me for the climax. Do you like surprises like I do? Or do you like to know if it's going to happen? How did I leave my phone on this entire time? Reminds me. Thank the stars. Let's win just in time for the parade. Jenna on your screen. So, a friend took me to watch this rocket launch at Astro Multiverse Space Station. But of course something else caught my eye. And for a bit of a reason too. Still not seeing anyone here. This can't just be left inflating. This is the real. Well, stars, let's fly.
I'm sure that balloon's probably ready.
Whoa!
Wait, where did it? Ah!
Get down from there!
Guess it's too late. But it's fine. I'll be back when I reach space. Oh my gosh, look at this! I mean, as much as I like going on these big adventures alone, of course I wouldn't want to let you miss out. Maybe one day, I'll balloon us somewhere out of the observable universe. Bonus points if I actually take you there. Here or there. Oh, Jenna on your screen. What I'm up to? Well, my creative whimsy's encouraging me to decorate my bedroom even more. I was going to keep it simple, but here we are, I guess. Let me show you a couple of things you might have missed recently. I painted a piano on my vanity. Painted. Put up this giant poster to make things a little more pop star-y. And there's also more stickers, especially putting the imperfect ones on my creative table. Sometimes they'll say it's too much. Sometimes they'll even admit it's an unemployment activity, but with how boring this world is becoming, it's worth it to immerse yourself like this. Do you like to decorate your room as a way to express yourself? Let me know. Hi stars, I'm Jenna, and this is Una. She's the balloon I'm usually with. Or maybe I should say with. Watch this. By what's behind me, I somehow got invited to this hot air balloon festival. I always found them a little interesting, so let's find a balloon to go on. Sure. Wait!
I can't come back. I don't know how to walk.
That one?
Get your own balloon or stop trying.
Worse. Whatever! Wait, no!
Just pick a balloon and have them taken off.
They just don't want to see me fly with them. But I'm doing it anyway. Wow. Yeah, it's not just I've been on a couple of hot air balloons. Majority of them take off without me. I mean, it's fine. They're not as mystical magical, fun, and caring as helium balloons are. But that's just my personal opinion. Woohoo! Wow, adventure's definitely calling. Got a balloon. Whoa, 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 whoa! So, if you watched that video, well, yeah. I thought that I could break that record. That I could break my own record? This time I'm actually going to break it for you. Ready to see how magical I can be? Stellar, let's fly. Here we go. Can only keep in